So you know already that via the groups you can automate just about everything. The goal is really to automate your entire workflow through the groups. There might be situations where you want to move a client from one group to another group if you have multiple steps in your workflow. Let me give you an example. In this demo system, I've got a group, I'm calling it Nutrition Step 1, client has signed up. The way that we're connecting this group is when a client purchases the 3-month nutrition program on our demo website, we're automatically connecting them to the group. The moment they get the group, we're triggering the access, we're giving them access to the consent and liability waiver. That's step 1 in our process. We now want to wait for the client to sign the waiver. We can add reminders, for example, to make sure they sign. If they haven't signed within a day or 2 days, we can remind them. But once they've signed, we want to trigger the next step of the process where, okay, the waiver's signed, now we can give them access to all of the other content we want them to have access to. We can give them access to the journals and the forms and whatever we want to give access to. So how are we going to do that? I'm going to create a step 2. So I'm going to create a new group, and I'm just going to call it step 2, client has signed the waiver. How am I going to connect clients to this group? I'm going to auto connect to users who have completed required resources, and I'm going to say when they have completed the waiver, they will automatically be put in this group. At the moment that they're put in this group, I'm going to remove them from another group. So I'm going to remove them from step 1. And now they're in step 2, and I will give them access to, for example, the photo check-in journal. Let's save it. What do we have now? We have a perfectly fully automated 2-step getting on board process. The client signs up online on the website. They get access to step 1, which is they get the consent and liability waiver in their account dashboard. At that stage, probably you'd also send out an automated message welcoming them, telling them how to fill out the waiver or sign the waiver. Once they've signed the waiver, they're automatically taken out of this group, added to this group, and there you're then giving them the next set of content. With really complicated setups, if you have quite a complicated workflow in your business, you can create as many steps as you want in this way. You can move clients from group to group as they go through the process. And in each group, obviously, you then trigger whatever automations you want. You give them the content you want them to give, the automated messages, and so on and so on.